What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. It's been a minute since we checked in on Brett Cooper. She had a much publicized breakup with the Daily Wire, the details of which were never really made that public. Perhaps they existed in her own private circles, but most of us believe that she knew she was destined for bigger things than the Daily Wire was willing to pay for. She was, at the time, probably their biggest star. That's not fair. Matt Walsh, I think at the time when he left, was still pretty much on the rise. Ben Shapiro obviously has a lot of name recognition, but ever since October 7th last year, he has been pretty steadily dividing his base. And he's lost a lot of viewers. If you go to his YouTube channel, for a guy with 8 million subscribers, he very rarely breaks 100,000 views. And, you know, you got other people there, Michael Knowles, no shade. Andrew Klavan, again, no shade. But after they lost Candace Owens, who was also probably their most viewed, she put out the most viewed videos. Perhaps she was providing the most headaches for them. Then they lost Brett Cooper. And to me, it was always going to be about business with her. She went off on her own, started her own YouTube channel, which has been doing extraordinarily well. She burst onto the scene with 1.58 million subscribers, gaining them mostly all in the big transfer. She kind of announced the channel, or the channel existed back in December 2024. People found it, started subscribing, and then she made the formal announcement February 3rd, where she got 500,000 new subscribers. They transferred over, but in her subscriber growth has remained very consistent. She's been averaging, 12 million views per month, and one big thing is that she's not pumping out the shorts like she used to. I think she's doing some of them. I don't know if shorts are purposely hard to tell when they actually uploaded it. I don't know when this was uploaded, but a lot of her subscribers were from shorts because she's a pretty girl, talking conservative politics, owning feminists, very, very popular. But shorts viewers really don't translate into viewers of long form, which is where you make your money. There was a time where I was getting 20 million views a month on shorts, and the payout was hardly worth my time. Yeah, I was gaining 10,000 subs a week, but it didn't really matter because they weren't watching my live streams, they weren't watching my long form, and the money I took and the time it took to record the shorts and invest in it and do all that wasn't worth it. So she's clearly figured that out, and her channel is doing quite well. She seems to upload a couple times a week, getting 500,000 to 700,000 views pretty much automatically. She does 30-minute episodes, which is kind of the new format that Candace Owens popularized, doing one long episode. And then a lot of people will end up doing, clips from that on a different channel, but I don't know if she does that or not. I haven't followed her that, strongly. She also has her brettcooper.com, which is, very, very successful. Her Cooper Confidential, which is you sign up for at least the minimum $9 a month, or $1,500 lifetime. That's actually pretty smart pricing. She's probably signed up thousands and thousands of people when she went out. So she's got crazy money I could only ever dream of, success I could only ever dream of. And she's earned every bit of it. I like Brett Cooper. I think she does great work. And as far as I can tell, she's just a normal person with living a normal life and, all this kind of stuff. But now, apparently, Fox News has hired her. Now, I don't care for Fox News. I think that it's full of neocon warmongers. But I know that Brett Cooper isn't a neocon warmonger. And I think this may be her getting kind of the last laugh on Daily Wire. She is bigger as an individual presence with views than just about everybody left at the Daily Wire. Matt Walsh still does quite fine on his own, but everybody else is pretty small. No shade, but Michael Knowles is getting 5,000 to 10,000 views per video. Klavan the same. I don't even know how much these guys are making, but where their videos are getting watched. But she left, Candace Owens left, and now Fox News is getting a Gen Z glow up, bringing on rising star Brett Cooper to provide her insights on conservative-leaning network. On the Daily Mail can exclusively report. The 23-year-old, golly, she's accomplished so much. She's just a kid. Came into right-wing prominence as a host of Daily Wire's podcast, The Comment Section, where she hosted from January 2022 to December 2024. She still hosts a Brett Cooper show on her independent YouTube channel, which boasts 1.6 million subscribers, where she discusses current events, pop culture, generational shifts, relationships, all from a young conservative perspective. Also, there's some, I don't know if there's still this comment section is even still a thing. As far as I know, oh my God, the channel's totally
Sabrina
dead.
Carpenter
4 million subscribers, and she can't even get 20,000 views. Oof. I said this then, based on what I know about YouTube, and I'll say it again. Daily Wire made a huge mistake. They should have started a new channel with Reagan and just put a video up, they should have just given Brett this channel, or say, hey, Brett started her own channel. We're happy for her. We're going to continue the show at this new channel. Yeah, it might only show 10 or 15,000 subs, but the YouTube algorithm, when you make a change like this channel will never survive. I did this, by the way, with, I'll say I have this RC channel, right? That I've tried to kind of revive, I play with RC cars. Yes, that's basically the only way I can refer to it. I had 64,000 subscribers. It's called RC Nightmare. And I get 1,000 views per video, and that's if it does good. I almost certainly should have just started a new channel, because I bet 5,000 people would have came over from my main channel and just watched these. In fact, I should probably just do that. But for right now, I keep telling people just to subscribe to that channel. But that channel, I think no matter what I do, is just cooked. But again, no disrespect to the chick
Sabrina
from,
Carpenter.
the comment section. Now, this Reagan individual, apparently there were some shenanigans between her and Brett Cooper, but they never really got to be public. And they left all the old videos of Brett Cooper on here, which have 3, 4, 5, 6 million views. It's just very bad business for Daily Wire. But anyway, now Cooper is now an exclusive contributor to Fox News, where the age of the average viewer is 70 years old, according to the most recent Nielsen data. Gen Z conservative personality will make her debut in the new role on The Will Cain Show at 4 p.m. hour on Fox News Channel on Wednesday. A person familiar with the industry told the Daily Mail that while Cooper wasn't hired to attract a different audience, it was very likely that she will help Fox reach a younger audience that don't usually tune in to network television. I don't think so. I mean, I think it'll probably help them with clips, YouTube clips and clips around the internet. That's where you're going to get your help. I can't imagine a Brett Cooper viewer, which there's a decent amount of crossover between Brett Cooper and my audience, for example. I can't imagine them being like, wow, I should probably get Fox News now because Brett Cooper's on Fox. They're going to say, I'll wait till they upload the video to Rumble or YouTube or whatever the case may be. A Morning Consult poll found that just 27 to 30% of Gen Z tune into broadcast or cable news weekly. Most, 63%, get their news from social media, where Cooper came to fame. In fact, I believe a recent study said that X, or Twitter, is the #1 source of news in America. Fellow conservative media personality Riley Gaines joins Cooper as part of the small group of Gen Z talent swept up by Fox. Gaines, a former collegiate swimmer known for activism campaigning against biological men competing in women's sports. She retired from swimming back in 2023 and has hosted Outkick podcast Gaines for Girls, where she regularly appears on Fox News programming and has done work with Fox Nation in the past. Just last week, Gaines made an image with Cooper posted an image with Cooper to her Instagram, with both boasting their pregnant bellies. There's 2 gals growing babies. Gaines captioned the image with her now fellow Fox News star. Cooper's also joining a roster of other young talent on the right-leaning network, including Lawrence Jones, Trey Yingst, and Bill. I never heard of any of these people. To name a few, millennials signed with Fox. I mean, good for them. I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way. I just have never heard of them because I don't watch Fox News. Cooper was born in Washington. We know that. What's interesting about her is, I don't know if we've ever really heard kind of an official remark on what's going on with Brett Cooper's Snow White movie, but I would assume that that's obviously completely cooked. I don't know how far they actually got in filming that, but this is obviously a big move. I'm sure it's a multi-million-dollar contract with Fox, and for her, it's a win-win, right? She gets to view her content. Her content gets to get viewed by potentially a whole new group of people. Now, I don't know how many 70-year-olds are going to be interested in a 23-year-old's take on things, but those 70-year-olds have kids and their kids have kids. And, you know, there'll be word of mouth, and that'll be a thing. You know, if I look at, here's Brett Cooper, you know, growing. If I look at Ben Shapiro, and his numbers are skewed because of the shorts. Most people don't know this, but like the shorts change everything. You know, they make your channel look like it's huge, but you're really making no money. Those people don't. Why is Ben Shapiro not coming up? Ben Shapiro. It's not Benjamin Shapiro. I know that. Oh, there it is. Why did that take so long? For example, we can look at Ben's channel, and it is, you know, since October, just like I talked about, where he gained 70,000 subscribers. You go to December, he gained 0. January, he gained 20. Back to 0, 10, then 0, then minus 10. Look at his views starting in November, October. 79 million. It is at an all-time low at 25 million right now. This is as low as his channel has been in a very, very, very long time. In more than a year. You know, 49 million was as low as, or 40 million back in August of 2022. Now he's at 25 million. So I would say that Brett Cooper got the last laugh. Hopefully Matt Walsh can jump ship soon. But until then, congratulations, Brett, on your new endeavor. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you again real soon.